Hey guys, I am back with what will probably be, sadly, my last Halloween card of the year. It's time to wrap up and put the Halloween stuff away till next season. But before I did that, I happened to go to Joann Fabrics and they were having a sale on all their Halloween goodies. So my goal is I want to try and make a card using ribbon. And I'm already dropping stuff everywhere. Okay, I'm back. Getting glitter everywhere. So look at this fabulous ribbon I picked up. Look at that. I figured this might make a pretty cool Halloween card. So let's give it a whirl. Now I want to make sure that this can close okay. And I'm going to have to trim the ends carefully because this does have some metal wire on it that I don't really want. There we go. Now to get this guy down, I'm going to use some double-sided tape. And what's good is this is a clear double-sided tape, so you won't see it. So I'm going to get my first piece right onto the edge as close as I can. Okay, now comes the fun part. While on camera, trying to do a straight line. There we go. It's because you guys are watching. I'm telling you. That's what happens. There we go. So there's one piece. I want to make sure that can bend alright. And then about, let's see, how wide was this? 2.5 inches. So right there is where I'm going to need to put my second line, which is where this Tim Holtz guy comes in handy. Make my card even. I should have washi taped the card down. One, two, and about a half. And I hope that's even. Oh. There we go. And then because this guy has, the ends are kind of a little bit loose. I don't want them to fray. This is just kind of like another fun way to make a quick card. Use up some of those bits you got at the clearance sales. I don't know why I'm having such butterfingers today, guys. Hang in there with me. There we go. There we go. All right. Whew. Okay. Make sure this folds. Just going to take the top adhesive off. There we go. I'm going to make sure I start this. Alright. This is the tricky part. Right there. Get that down edged well. Perfect. It's right on the edge where I want it. And it's sticking well. And I'll get this around the side. Now the other side's stuck down. We'll get that wrapping. And pull this, and there we go. Our first piece is down, and there is a little extra. And it's okay that some sticks out the top because that'll help us when we put down our next piece. Let me trim off the extra here, making sure I take care of those wires so they're not sharp. Look at that, we have the bottom of our card all started. Now, I'm going to go ahead and run my next line of sticky tape. I am done with the shimmer, so I'm going to put this aside. And I think for my next one, I want to use the kitty cats. Or actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and use the spider webbing next. Alright, I'm going to get my next line of tape down here. I'm going to make sure I'm going to put a little extra because this part wasn't totally sticking up. There we go. This is very narrow tape. Narrow ribbon, not narrow tape, Christine. I'm gonna get a clean edge started. And line that up. And just run it down and right in, making sure I butt right up to that other line. See? Just like that. And then once I get to the end, I'll make sure I trim that. And because it's got the double-sided tape, it won't fray too much. And look at that. Now you could stop here and just use some scrapbook paper and put your sentiment on the top, but I want to keep going with the ribbon because I got it and I haven't used it yet and Halloween is almost over. So again, this is another wired one. This is the cats. They had a really, really cute collection this year at Joann's. And that wire is a little sharp, so I want to go ahead and get my piece cut. Now this piece is about 1.5 inches. So, I'm sorry if you guys can't see me, let me get this more in view. I'm using the ruler on here to help guide me 1.5 inches onto where to put my tape. So I want to make sure this guy's even on here, and that was 1.5 inches. So it's going to be right about here. There. And I do still have some of the sticky from below, so that works out well. There we go. Gonna get our kitty cats lined up to the edge here. Make sure it's held down right there. And just slowly run it across. Make sure this will fold. Bringing the cats across the back. And I'm kind of pressing down the top edge before I pull and smooth out the other side. There we go. And now I'm going to trim, close and trim. Or you know what you could do, guys? I didn't think I could have left some extra. And you could do a card that ties shut with ribbon too. So if like I had left this here and I left some here, I could have done a card that ties shut, which would have been cool. Maybe next year. Just trying to... making sure those sharp bits aren't sticking out. And there's our card so far. Now we do need to get more of that purple in here. So next I'm going to go ahead and do the palm reader. I'm going to be covered in glitter for weeks. Alright, so we'll just put this on the 2 line and see where the palm reader lines up. Look at that purple. Isn't that cool? Now I'm actually wondering, because we do have some room in between, if I should do another layer of webbing in between and then do the palm reader. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm going to do another layer of the webbing. Make sure I'm lined up on the 2 line. All I'm doing is I'm just trimming the edge off. There we go. There we go. I like that. Now, and what I'm going to do when I'm all done, guys, is I do have a sewing machine. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take and I'm just going to stitch around the whole edge with some black thread, just to help make sure that if these guys start to fray, that they're hanging in there. But there is our glittery Halloween card so far. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Alright, next let's get that purple on here. So I'm gonna run. Now I could have also used hot glue or other tape. I just thought that the double-sided tape would be easiest to work with and make this a pretty quick process. Let's get this run kind of right down the center and trimmed off. And let's see. So I'm going to need another piece right about here. How thick was that again? Okay. Right there. I tell you, ever since getting this mat, it's really helped me with measuring things out, because you kind of get a better eye for what's where. There we go. So when you open the card, I guess how you want to look at it, that's going to be the bottom, so this is going to be the top. So since we have the cats running this way, I want the hands going the opposite direction to give some interest. I'm going to have to stand up, so pardon if my head gets in the way. There we go. Get that butting up right up to the spider webbing. We've got our palm ribbon now. Here you go so far, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and I've got this one, which kind of goes with the palm reading. It's got little eyeballs on it. Let's see how wide this one is. Okay. Get out some more of that double-sided tape. There we go. I'm collecting stuff on the glue over here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to just go through and sew that down. All right. I'm going to put this as close to here as I can. There we go. And now we got to figure what we want at the top. Maybe a double row of the eyeballs, because that's tiny and it will fit. And let's see. Yes, I like that. We're going to do one more row of the eyeballs, guys. All right, done with that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the purple eyeball. So I'm going to cut off one of the white ones, just so the pattern's just a tiny bit different than what's below it. I need to get some fabric scissors. Here we go. I'm just kind of double layering it. There we go. And once I go ahead and I sew that all the way around, it'll keep the ends from fraying, but you have a pretty cool Halloween card. But it's not a Halloween card without sentiments, right? You gotta have some sort of a quote, right? So I was in Hobby Lobby and I found these glitter stickers. So I'm thinking we're going to put something right there on the front of our card. And since we have all that lime green on the back, let's see what we want on here. I don't think you're going to be able to read the Halloween. You could if we put it on the cats. There's skeletons, there's haunt. I think I like the haunt. Or there's scream. I think we need the green because we have the green on the back. So I'm going to go ahead with the scream. And I'm going to left justify it a little, and it's a bit of a bubble letter. So there's the scream. And then I'm going to give us a little white ghost. And there you have it, guys. Your shimmery, sparkly ribbon Halloween card. Now just think, imagine this with Christmas ribbons, Easter ribbons. So all the holidays that we have coming up still, if you have ribbon left over, you can totally do a card just like this. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, remember to give it a like. That helps YouTube know that people like my videos and they'll start sharing it with others. Hit that subscribe button. You'll stay up to date on all my latest releases. And have a happy Halloween, guys. Until next year.